the best haircuts for thick, coarse, dry hair. And I get so many comments and questions from everyone asking me, saying, Steven or Salon Guy, what's the best haircut for me? I've got really dry hair, it's really coarse. And honestly, in my opinion, there's maybe one or two haircuts that I would really suggest for anyone who's got that hair type. So let's just break down this particular mannequin here for a second. I have a couple of mannequins I want to show you. So this hair, right, you've seen this mannequin before. This has been heavily processed, right? It's bleached. So the hair is very, very, very coarse and also somewhat dry because of the process, the chemical process of lightening it. Now, what happens in these scenarios, and you don't even necessarily have to bleach your hair to have, dry, coarse hair. I mean, having coarse hair is something that happens somewhat naturally. You're just maybe born with thick, coarse hair. If you do things to your hair that change the actual structure of it, like bleaching it or a keratin or whatever it is, a perm, that could make your hair a bit more on the dry side. The thing is that when your hair is very long, obviously it means there's more of it. So you're going to see a lot more and feel like your hair is just a dry mess on your head. Unless you are taking the proper steps and making all the effort to blow dry your hair very, very smooth, using the right products, using the right brush, and just putting that effort in, your hair may always look like it's just very coarse and dry. So coarse hair means it's pretty much the texture of each individual strand is on the thicker side, but it's also a bit drier, sometimes wiry. Having longer hair like this, something like this hairstyle, could actually help because it's so long, meaning it's going to weigh all the other hair down, so you have a easier chance of smoothing it out when you blow dry your hair. So if you are not really interested in doing that kind of work, well, you may be up against some challenges. Here's another example, right? This is more of a curtains or center part layered men's haircut. The thing about this haircut is, again, you could have coarse, thick, dry, somewhat brittle hair and still be able to pull something like this off as long as it's cut properly and as long as you're using the right products. Usually coarse, dry hair wants to poof out a lot. So it really comes down to maintaining your hair in a way that it makes it easier. So what is the haircut that I suggest for somebody with coarse, thick hair? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to this mannequin right in through here. This is the haircut that I suggest if you've got extremely coarse, thick hair. I'm just going to spin this around a little bit. And the reason I suggest this, or even something shorter, is that you're able to use product on it that it's going to keep it from looking a bit on the drier side. You also don't have to worry about having it so perfect. You can actually kind of have a messier style. It's a bit more forgiving, and there's less hair, so it's not going to look like you've got a mop on your head, all right? Shorter, to me, in my opinion, is always better when it comes to challenging hair types because it's short enough that you don't have to worry about it as much, but still long enough and still pliable enough that you can do something with it. That's my suggestion. It really, I know it's something that sounds fairly simple, but there's logic behind it, so you understand, oh, that's why I should go shorter. It's just so much easier to manage. Unless, like I said, you are going to put the work in when blow drying it. What types of products work best for coarse, dry, kind of thicker hair types? Well, it really depends. I always suggest, and it really depends on the kind of look that you want. If you want more of a silkier, smoother looking hairstyle, well, guess what? Again, you have to blow dry it and use like a smoothing product, like my product Sleek, or my 25 spray as a base spray for pre-styling. And then you can use Sleek Serum as another pre-styler, blow dry it in, use the round brush, get it nice and silky smooth. You can also go over it with a smoothing or a flat iron and use a little bit of heat to really kind of tame down any frizz and seal the hair so it is a bit on the straighter side. And then you could use a light hairspray, like something like my product Locked, which is a very light matte finish hairspray. Or if you do want a little bit of shine, take a little bit of the Sleek Smoothing Serum and run it through your hair when it's dry. That is what's going to keep it looking healthier. Remember, dry, coarse hair lacks moisture and it lacks some shine as well. So, you know, you want your hair to have a little shine to it instead of focusing on making it so matte, because the more matte you try to make it, the more dry it's going to look. So don't be afraid of using a product that maybe makes your hair have a natural shine to it, or even somewhat of a shine, so that it doesn't look so dry. Those are my opinions, and also based off of my experience of dealing with clients with those hair types. So let me know in the comments below if you found this video helpful. I've gotten so many comments and questions about this particular topic, and I hope you all enjoyed it. Stay safe and healthy. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time for more videos with The Salon Guy.